search for.
Yeah, I wanted to take your Randy Newman vocals and put some music behind them so we could have our own Randy Newman people also search for, like, collaboration project. We could put that up on YouTube.
It'd have to be like a what do they call it? Like, it's like an homage or something, but you have like a bunch of snippets of songs.
Well, an homage would imply that we enjoy the man.
No, it's a word that means like when you take like snippets of one artist's songs and like do them back to back, like pieces of them. It's like a music
like
term.
a mashup.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mashup, but there's like a more classical word for it.
Homage? An homage?
No, it's not homage. Like homage is just paying a tribute to something.
Oh, okay.
But that's why
there's a different word.
But that's why you would do it, because it's like a showcase of different songs in a row.
Mm.
I can't remember the word. What's the... Just search what's the classical term for a mashup.
What's the classical term for a mashup? Got a little confused there. There's a mashup Wikipedia page. And there is... what is a mashup of songs called?
Yeah, try that one.
A mashup, also mesh, mashup, blend, bootleg is a creative work, usually a form of a song. Created by blending two or more pre-recorded songs, usually by superimposing the vocal track of one seamlessly over the instrumental track.
Mashup is too ubiquitous of a word that it's not understanding that I'm... Try the next one down. What's another word for mashup?
Medley?
Medley!
What you're thinking, medley?
Medley!
Oh, yeah. No, I've heard medley before, yeah.
Yeah, that's like...
that's what you're talking
like
about.
Like if you had a Queen medley, you'd have like part of Bohemian Rhapsody, part of Bicycle Race, but they'd all be like super fast paced, like rapid fire one after another.
Yes, yeah.
God,
you would
man.
just switch between songs. Wow.
Just had a brain baby right there.
Oh, man. I've seen a few of those on YouTube, and I am always impressed by them, especially when people do like a live recording of that.
Yeah, I heard one that was Chris Hardwick and Mike Furman. They were doing their like Hard and Firm act, and they did a Radiohead country medley. So they made like bluegrass style Radiohead like covers and did them in like a rapid fire medley.
What?
Yeah, and I'm a pretty long time Radiohead fan, you know. Love them or leave them, whatever. Don't, you know.
They're good musicians. You can't deny that.
Yeah, they're talented. They're pretty smart, but if you don't like them, then don't listen to them. If you don't like people also search for,
then listen to them anyway.
At least hit that bell.
Yeah,
like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Because here at the People Also Search For podcast, we find the answers to life's greatest questions.
Yeah. With the power of the internet, and we just found a word that I couldn't remember, and we did it.
And if you couldn't remember that or hadn't heard that word before, now you know it. This isn't an English class, but, you know, sometimes you learn a word or two.
I mean... We could have, you know, tidbits where we learn a new word or something like that.
This is where Jacob and Wyan learn their new word of the week.
No, well, I'm just saying once in a while we might actually learn something like a new definition.
Probably. I've seen some words on this show that I've never seen before, and I hope our listeners at home like learn some new vocabulary as well.
That's the goal. People also search for. So leave a comment and tell us what we should search for next on the show.
But, you know, we've got a few searches, you know.
We always got to have a few searches up our sleeve.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta wipe your nose on your sleeve this kind time of year, because you got because you got
COVID-19.
You got COVID-19 and you don't know what to do, and you're like, well, I'd rather wipe it on my sleeve than to get it on something that somebody could potentially touch and become infected. So
oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Ryan's doing his he's pulling his social weight.
Yeah, you gotta sneeze into your elbows.
But we're not here to talk about COVID-19, be damned.
No, we're not. What are we here to talk about?
Well, it's a bright sunshiny day. Or no, it's gonna be
bright sunshiny day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Because it's spring now. Well, it's been spring for 9 days. And, we thought we'd just pay homage to the new life that's starting up in the world. There might be...
Yeah, the children.
There might be deaths related to coronavirus, but at least there's beautiful flowers popping up out of the ground.
We're going to keep it to a minimum. It's fine. We're isolated. There's only 2 of us here. It's all right.
It's fine. We're isolated. Yeah, we're quarantined. Well,
together.
Yeah. And
mind you, we are 6 feet apart.
Not really, but we are...
Don't tell them that.
We are around 6 feet tall.
Together? 3 feet apiece.
No. Yeah.
You're right. You're 3'2".
We are not small people.
And I'm 3 foot. No, 3'8". I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Ryan's a dwarf. But anyways, it's that time of year when everything's starting to bud up and
the bees are a buzzing.
Yeah.
They're bringing that pollen to a flower.
And the birds are chirping. And things are just whipping around in the wind. Things are going into my sinus regions, my sinal cavities.
Your sinal cavities?
And it's just getting it
We're
all...
speaking sign language.
It's getting all gunked up in there, Ryan. You want to know why?
Why? What's in there?
Well, mostly mucus, but it's because I suffer from seasonal allergies. And what a bummer.
I also suffer from seasonal allergies sometimes.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
A lot of people do. And then also there's some people that develop allergies like later in their life, or they start with allergies and they lose them.
That would be the more ideal.
My allergies have definitely gotten way less severe. Like when I was around 17, 18, going into college, whoa, it was like they were devastating. It was like I felt like I had to stay home from school because they were so bad.
Like you couldn't even get up. What did you feel when you had allergies? Like what's it feel like? What happens to your body?
For me, it's mostly like I'll kind of get, I don't know, I feel kind of rashy, or like my eyes feel irritated. And then I also you get like congested like nonstop. But you can sometimes breathe. Like you'll be able to breathe, but your nose is just running constantly. So you're like always blowing your nose. It's fucking disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah. Your nose is like a leaky faucet.
Yeah. And then it's also bad when you can't breathe and you're like congested and you can't breathe, but your nose is still running the whole time. And you're like, come on. Like you just can't sleep. You can't do anything. Like food doesn't taste good anymore. Like nothing helps.
Your senses are dulled.
The only thing you can do is like go to sleep or like get really like drunk or something. Like just something where you basically are like knocked out. Like, or like if you did like pills, you could probably feel a little bit of relief. But other than that,
everybody who's got allergies is just constantly wasted, like walking around,
like,
sneezing all over everything.
Sir, are you drunk? No, I just got allergies. It's that time of year.
Wow.
Are you okay? Nah, get away from me. I just got fucking pollen Pollen.
Those bees.
Fucking bees. I'll fuck those bees up.
So we're gonna have to take you with us.
Seems you are heavily intoxicated. No. Just my allergies are acting up today. I got a flare up.
There's a flare up. I need to fix that stat. And let's get this man to the hospital. But okay, so there's situations like this that are caused by the allergies. But what actually is an allergy?
You didn't say what your allergy symptoms are like. Is it similar to what I described?
Yeah. I'm just completely drunk. Like wasted beyond belief. Like I can't even form a sentence. Yep, that's what allergies do to me. No, it's mostly just a little bit of a scratchiness inside of the nostrils, you know.
Or your throat, maybe.
Maybe, but for me, it's more up in the sinuses. Like it's deep within my nose holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also like will feel pressure. Like if you wear glasses, it's like right where the pads would sit on the bridge of your nose.
Yeah, like the roof of your mouth will feel like sticky.
Yeah. I recently the other day realized that if I push like really hard, like right down from the corner of my eye, like the inside.
Jacob, that's disgusting.
It felt like it kind of like loosened some of that shit up in my sinuses. Like it was like almost like in my eye socket, you know. But if you like push really hard there, it makes you be able to breathe a tiny bit. Even if it's just for a mere second. Not having to breathe out of your mouth the entire time is,
it's really convenient.
It's easy to take that for granted.
Yeah, breathing out of you don't ever want to be a mouth breather unless you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. So basically, like, if you have allergies, you're completely drunk and a mouth breather. That sucks. I want to know what is an allergy though, because I don't know what it actually is. I know that
I have a general idea.
I know what it does. Or is allergy just a word for this thing that happens?
All this allergy talk is giving me a little bit of a dry mouth symptom here.
Yeah, you got that sticky mouth. Is it quenched?
It's pretty sufficiently quenched now.
All right. Well, an allergy is a condition in which the immune system reacts abnormally to a foreign substance. Oh, okay. Does anyone know why, though? Does anyone know why? Why do allergies exist? Why do allergies happen? That'll work. Ooh, okay, here we go. There's some information for you. Allergies develop when your immune system mistakenly identifies a substance such as pollen, mold, animal dander, or food as harmful. The substance is referred to as an allergen. The allergen stimulates immune system cells to release certain chemicals such as histamine, which then lead to allergy symptoms.
That's why you take antihistamines when you get bad allergy symptoms. Yeah, antihistamines frig me up, dude. They definitely have some negative side effects on people.
Oh yeah, I took one once.
Once?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, no. I've taken I think different different kinds, but this one I took made me laugh nonstop for 2 hours, and then I fell asleep on my floor, in the middle of the floor, and then I got up and I was freezing and I couldn't stop shaking, my mouth was chattering, and then I went in my bed and got under all the covers and whatnot, and I still couldn't get. I wasn't cold, but I couldn't stop shaking, so I had to bite down on my blanket.
That sounds like a fever.
Yeah, I had to bite down on my blanket to get my mouth from to stop chattering. It was just like the side effects of it. It was like called like their tremors or something is what it's called. But it was like a side effect of an antihistamine I took.
Man.
And then I was like, never again.
Was it like a strong one?
I don't know. It's just something I got prescribed.
There's a lot of... if it was prescription, then it was probably pretty strong.
Yeah, it was prescription. And then I ended up taking it once, and then I was like, never again.
Because a lot of allergy medicines have antihistamines in them. That's like...
Yeah.
Well...
You got to be careful, though.
I think Benadryl has it. Some... Like, I know Benadryl, like, makes people fall asleep a lot. I almost fell asleep driving one time because I had bad allergy symptoms, like, early in the morning when I had to go to school, like, go to college.
Most, like, incredibly intoxicated people fall asleep at some point, so I don't see... Yeah, because, like, when you have allergies, you're drunk. We already established this.
I was drunk on Benadryl.
You were drunk on allergies and you were driving.
Yeah, I almost fell asleep.
Yeah, you can't be sneezing while you're driving, man.
I wasn't sneezing, I was falling asleep from Benadryl.
Wow. Maybe so you're saying that falling asleep was more at the wheel is more dangerous than sneezing at the wheel.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is not a big deal then. But yeah, falling asleep. So Benadryl makes you drowsy?
Yeah, it makes a lot of people drowsy.
Well,
what do antihistamines do?
What do antihistamines do?
Yeah, I mean we know from the definition that we just read that it's, you have histamines that release in your body when it thinks it's under attack by whatever pollen or animal dander.
Antihistamines reduce or block histamines, so they stop allergy symptoms. These medicines work well to relieve symptoms of different types of allergies, including seasonal, hay fever, indoor, and food allergies. But they can't relieve every symptom. To treat nasal congestion, your doctor may recommend a decongestant.
Yeah. That's where you get into, like, Nasonex.
Yo, that stuff is good. And then
Nasonex.
Man, how did they get Vicks to smell so like good? Like when you just take like a big whiff of Vicks, it's amazing.
It's menthol.
Yeah. Up your nose. Menthol up your nose is good. It just gets those it's the best antihistamine.
I don't think it's an antihistamine at all.
Oh, but the thing, you're right. It is not. You're correct. But with that, you won't even need an antihistamine because your nose will clear right up when you sniff it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's more for like chest like congestion.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just saying try it out because it smells good.
I mean, I've heard people like put it on their lip or put it like actually in their nose.
Wait, Vicks?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I just like...
I mean, usually you're supposed to just rub it on your chest.
Yeah.
And it, like, cools off your chest and it's supposed to, like, open up your airways a little bit.
Yeah, and then they have those tissues with the Vicks in it. That's what I'm talking about, like, where you blow your nose with it and then the Vicks goes into your nostrils and it feels real good.
I want to see side effects.
Okay.
So, how antihistamines treat allergies? They block histamines. Yep, we already went through that. Food allergies. Oh, man. What types of antihistamines are available?
Whoa,
Jesus.
There's a long list of those. And
Eye
they're all
drops,
very hard
nasal
to say.
sprays, more eye drops, oral.
Cyprohistamine, hydroxine. Oh, wait, hydroxine. I think that's the one that I took that, like, made me... Yeah, hydroxine. That's the one
Atarax,
yeah.
That's a common one.
Atarax, yeah, that's what I took that made me,
yeah.
have tremors.
Hydroxyzine. Side effects: dry mouth, drowsiness, dizziness, nausea and vomiting, restless or moodiness, trouble peeing or not being able to pee, blurred vision, confusion.
So
I'm confused. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I just got a severe case of allergies. I had to take antihistamine. I took medicine, and I'm just, don't worry about it.
I'm perfectly safe.
It's not mixed with alcohol in any way.
I didn't take any Benadryl, and I'm not falling asleep, so I'm perfectly safe to drive. Just that's your excuse, man.
Man, yeah, it says don't. If it causes drowsiness, do so before about bedtime. Don't take it during the day before you drive or use machinery. Yeah. But take it before a long road trip, because it can stop you from being able to pee. So for me,
you never pee yourself on a long road trip.
I mean, you could try
to pee yourself.
No, I mean to not pee by taking antihistamine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say we suggest that in any way.
No, I mean you're the one that said it anyways.
Yeah. I don't suggest it. I'm just saying, hey, maybe it'll save you a pair of pants or something.
See, I always have the worst allergy symptoms in the morning, so that's the time of day when I would most likely need to take an antihistamine, and I'd obviously be driving somewhere to work or to school. If I'm up in the morning, it's because I have to go somewhere.
Oh, okay. Did you always have the allergies though?
I feel like they developed after I hit puberty. So after 13 years old, and then but by the time I was 16, 17, they were getting really bad. I considered going to get allergy shots or an allergy test. I never did, but now they don't interfere with my life really enough to. I mean, maybe one day I'll get the allergy test and get a shot for it.
But they just randomly showed up when you turned 13.
Yeah, around that time, teenage years.
Yeah, but how do they develop, Jacob? How do they develop?
I don't know.
That's on medical news today.
Man, that boy has a CPAP machine on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad sight.
Poor little guy.
Worldwide, allergies are on the rise at an alarming rate. Oh my gosh. How do our bodies mistake otherwise harmless substances for potential dangers and cause the unpleasant and sometimes even fatal symptoms of an allergy? Well, see, they're saying otherwise harmless substances. It's people get stung by bees that have bee allergies and die.
Yeah.
It's really not harmless.
It says, from the mother anxiously watching for signs of wheezing the first time her child eats peanut butter, to the retiree's sudden reaction to shellfish, allergies can strike at any point during our lives. Hay fever affects 400 million individuals globally, with asthma affecting 300 million. Food allergies between 200 to 250 million, and drug allergies affecting around 10% of the world's population.
Wow.
World Allergy Organization warned that the prevalence
the World Allergy Organization. Wow. Warn
that the prevalence of allergic diseases worldwide is rising dramatically in both developed and developing countries. Allergens, or molecules with the potential to cause allergy, are everywhere in our environment. They come in the form of tree pollen, food, mold, dust mites, snake or insect venom, and animals such as cats, dogs, and cockroaches.
Yeah, I can't go in there. I'm allergic to cockroaches.
I got a severe allergic reaction.
This room is filthy. I just can't go in there. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't visit you, Grandma. You got too many of those fucking things running around.
There's too many crotch-ass cockroaches in your house, Grandma. I can't come in there.
When the body mistakes one of these substances as a threat and reacts with an immune response, we develop an allergy. Nobody is born with allergies. Instead, the 50 million people in the United States who suffer from allergies developed these only once their immune systems came into contact with the culprit.
It's almost like a disease, like an airborne virus. It's like the pollen's in the air, it gets in your nose, and then you just become allergic to it.
No, it's not like a virus. It's more like a problem with your own body. Like your body.
It's your fault.
It's like a jump scare for your immune system, where like you eat a peanut and your immune system's just like, oh, like what the fuck? And then after that point, it just has PTSD.
It's like your immune system. Have you ever seen that video with the cat and they put like a pickle or a cucumber here and they fly away? Like that cat flying away from the pickle is your immune system flying away from those peanuts when it has them for the first time.
It flies away and then it just like flies into the galaxy. It's like, but
yes,
I've seen, like I had a friend who recently sent me a video similar to that of a cat jumping on, like there was text that said like, how to get your cat to stop going on the kitchen counter, and there was
cover it with sharp objects.
It was covered in tinfoil, and the second that the cat made contact with one tiny area of tinfoil, it immediately like sprung backwards like through the air.
Cats don't like tinfoil?
I guess not. I mean,
I've got tinfoil and a cat, but I don't know if I want to test it.
Nah, I wouldn't. I think plus if you have an older animal, they're not going to be like shocked by anything.
That's true.
Like if it was probably a younger cat that had never experienced tinfoil before, but like my cat Ziggy, because I've he's never been around tinfoil except for like in a ball, which he'll like bat around the room and chase it around like crazy, but never like a sheet. But he loves laying on like crinkly stuff, like a pile of mail or like a paper bag or like a plastic bag even. He just loves laying on like crinkly stuff or any paper. Like he'll lay on across my sketchbook when I'm trying to draw.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, he definitely likes plastic bags though. He'll like outstretch his front paws and like dig them like into the bag and just kind of like start, like making muffins and like all over the bag. It's so dumb, but it is funny.
Yeah, I wish I could be entertained by such trivial things.
You wish you could be entertained by the cuteness of a cat?
No. I mean, I wish I could be entertained by like laying and rolling around on a pile of newspapers.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. I mean,
yeah.
You probably don't have any type of high brain function.
That's true. Oh, you mean if you were like a cat?
Yeah.
No. My brain would be functioning slightly worse than it is now.
Yeah. We also have on here immune system surveillance. Allergy is defined as an inappropriate immune response to an otherwise harmless substance in the environment. So, yeah, like eggs or like peanuts. It's like your body really shouldn't have that reaction, but a lot of people. Our immune cells are always on the lookout for dangers, Ryan, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, and toxic substances. When these molecules enter the body through the lungs, mouth, intestine, or skin,
anywhere,
the immune system can react by labeling them as either harmless or dangerous. It's like, thanks a lot, body.
So they're profiling.
Yeah.
That's
fuck you, body.
You should let everyone into this country that is my body. Stop profiling. What? Yeah, everything should be allowed.
You got way too theatrical when you said that, and it was just.
Oh, you mean when I did it like in the actual room? Yeah.
Most of the time, our bodies accept or tolerate the presence of allergens. This is called a type 1 immune response, and the cell type at the heart of this process is the regulatory T cell. That being said, in some individuals, the body's immune cells can see the allergen as a threat, and a pro-inflammatory response occurs as a result. This is called a type 2 immune response, and a different class of T cells appears on the scene. T helper type 2 cells in the house represent, motherfucker. We here to fight off these allergies. These cells stimulate the production of immunoglobulin molecules in most allergies. The first exposure to the allergen as a result in a type 2 response is called an allergic sensitization. Importantly, once the body has been sensitized, it remains a lasting memory of the substance. Oh, that's like in Dragon Ball Z when Goku's body remembers the attacks of his foes.
And then he's able to dodge them at lightning fast paces.
Oh, man. And then when it next comes into contact with the culprit, immunoglobulin molecules are primed to release a cascade of inflammatory players such as histamine, causing the unpleasant and potentially deadly symptoms of allergy. We get about to get these histamines the fuck up out of here.
Yeah. We're gonna need some help, though. We're gonna have to call in the antihistamine squad.
That's like the A-team.
Yeah, the antihistamine, the AH,
team.
yeah, the A-team. Oh, man. Okay, well, allergies can manifest in several different ways. Yeah, but everyone is, it's unique. Our bodies can react by developing eczema, hay fever, allergic asthma, food allergies, or anaphylaxis, which is a severe and potentially deadly allergic reaction.
Yeah, like anaphylactic shock is when you basically go into seizure mode from eating shellfish or something, or peanuts if you're allergic to peanuts.
Yep. I wonder what are you supposed to do when you see somebody that is having an allergic reaction like that?
They should have an epinephrine pen on them.
Yes.
And if they do, you take it out and stab them with it, and then they hopefully recover fairly quickly.
Wow.
I did an Epi-Pen one time.
You had to do one?
No, I did one because I knew somebody who had a couple extra ones lying around that belonged to his sibling. And he's like, these are expired, but I'm sure they still work. Because that's how most food and medication is. It's usually fine even after the best buy date.
Yep.
So we just, jammed it into our legs just for fun.
Oh my!
It triggers your adrenaline a little bit, which is how you come out of the anaphylactic shock. So it definitely made us fucking jacked up a little bit, oh fuck, whoa, it was a little bit fun, but only lasted for a minute or two. So whatever.
I wouldn't really say that would be worth it, in my opinion. To stab yourself.
Didn't hurt.
I feel like the tiniest little needles can hurt.
Well, it's a pretty cool device because what it is, it's it basically has a spring-loaded mechanism, where the needle would be, and you smash it onto your leg. It triggers the thing, and it shoots the needle out real fast.
And then it just injects adrenaline into you, essentially.
Yeah, so it's similar to when you get your fingertip pricked by one of those little snappy, I don't know what they call it.
Yeah,
a little snap thing, and it just pricks you real fast. It helps that it's not actually taking a needle and pushing it into your skin, because that's when it's slow like that. That's when it's oh god. Mm-hmm. Which I did do that once because I. Like I said on a different podcast, I use the electron scanning microscope to look at my own blood, and to get the sample, he didn't have one of those little prick things for your finger, so he just gave me a needle and I sterilized it and just pushed a needle into my fingertip.
Oh, you just had to sit there and like do it?
Yeah, like I just basically stabbed it into my fingertip.
Man, I'd rather just be like, yo, let me do a kickflip right quick and then like fall on my skateboard on my elbow and then just like, I'll be like, take it out of the wound, you know? I'd rather do that than to sit there and slowly jam a needle into my own finger.
I didn't have, skateboard handy in the science laboratory.
You could pretend though, because you could just go be like, I'm gonna go do a kickflip, but in reality, you just jump and fall over.
I mean, it really
maybe fall down some stairs.
It really wasn't that bad to prick myself in the finger. Like you just do it real quick and it's fine.
I mean, I would rather just fall down some stairs and then like get cut up, and then they can just take it out of the cut, then prick the needle in.
Haven't you ever like put like taken like a push pin and like pushed it into like the callus of your finger or something,
into your skin and then back out,
and then you like show people like, hey, look at this, and they're like, oh fuck, what are you doing? It's like, it's not in.
Why is everyone so surprised by that? I feel like we've all done that. I've done that, yeah,
and you just like look at it hanging there and you're like, yeah.
It makes people realize that they're all just layers, and then that's what makes it disgusts them. Like if you don't want to realize that you're just layers.
Well, it's because you don't have any nerves.
We're all ogres, man.
You don't have any nerves and like callous skin and shit.
That's true.
Like, it's just like a excess layer of skin.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like pushed it into the meat of your palm, that would be disgusting. Then people would
hurt.
People would be like, "Oh, what the fuck
They'd
are
be
you
like,
doing?
Who are you, Chris Angel or something?"
Chris Angel.
Here on Chris Angel's Mind Freak, we're gonna show you why allergic responses happen.
It says that allergies are a lifetime companion.
Whoa!
And treatment mostly revolves around the management of systems.
It's the magic
symptoms.
trick that changes your life drastically. Never goes away.
Scientists are steadily getting to the bottom of what makes our immune system switch from type 1 to type 2 response, and there is a call to focus on preventing allergies from occurring in the first place. With 40 to 50% of school children worldwide sensitized to one or more allergens, preventing allergies in the future is likely to have a huge impact on global health. But, you can't really prevent it like in the fundamental way because you can't stop your body from having an allergic reaction to something. It just happens. But I think they're saying like treating it, like preventing it by like treatment, because you can get an allergy test where they like stab your back in a huge grid with different like needles that have like allergic allergic like molecules and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they like put it all over your back in a huge grid. Like one's like pollen, one's like dill weeds or whatever the fuck it is. Like they just do. One's like pet dander, and they put it all over your back. And whatever ones like look like they flare up, then they give you like a shot for it. But you have to like go to the doctor to get allergy shots for your whole life. So if you want to like prevent it from happening every season, then you pretty much have to go every year to get allergy shots.
Wow.
Or every 3 or 5 or 10, however long it lasts. But either way, I would assume you have to keep up with it.
I sure do hope I don't develop allergies.
You said you had allergies already.
Yeah, but they're not that bad. I can just take like a little over-the-counter pill or something and get them to stay at bay.
Yeah. Not antihistamine, apparently.
No, not antihistamine.
Which is like the main way that you treat allergies.
I'm not frigging around with any antihistamines. All right.
You don't really have many options then.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad. You know what else is sad? That some allergies kill people.
Oh, yeah.
And
some people have severe allergic reactions.
Yeah, and I was wondering how big of a problem it was. But on the HuffingtonPost.com, it says food allergy deaths, less common than you think. So apparently they're not that common. But I feel like that's insensitive, though, for the Huffington Post. It's like, yeah, they're less common than you think, so don't worry about them. It's like, no, you just don't.
Yeah, I mean, they devalued it a little bit by putting it that way.
Yeah. But says, wait, only 11 people died from food allergies in 2005, the last year for which we had data available. More people died from lawnmower accidents. Whoa, you heard it here. Or
I think that's because now people have a better idea of what allergies are and how to like keep them from killing you. Like people know about bee allergies and peanut allergies and shellfish and all that shit.
Oh man, I can't even imagine having a bee allergy. That's like two horrible things. It's like getting stun's already bad, but then also having an allergic reaction to it afterward. It's like, oh, what is every single person allergic to like poison ivy, or is that just because it's like poison?
No, I think that causes a rash on anyone.
Yeah, but would that be considered an allergy, or or not?
Maybe.
I need to know. Is poison ivy contagious? No, an allergy. Poison ivy, poison oak, and poison sumac are plants that contain an irritating, oily sap called urushiol. Urushiol. Is it urushiol or urushiol?
Urushiol or urushiol? I don't know.
Urushiol.
It doesn't matter.
Triggers an allergic reaction when it comes into contact with the skin, resulting in an itchy rash, which can appear within hours of exposure or up to several days later. So it's like, it's an allergic reaction still. It's still an allergy, but it affects everyone.
Yeah. I guess in the most basic sense, it is it's an allergic reaction. It's the same thing of how your immune system is like noticing a foreign invader and it's trying to create a response.
Mm-hmm. Those little cells in you are fighting for you every day, creating all these responses.
Yeah.
It's just like you can imagine it as your arm is just like a line of like all of these like little cellmen that are locked in their arms, and then you would have like little allergens coming up to you, and they would just like be like, you're good or you're not. Like every single one of them would have like the authority to let it into your body or not. And they're just like these gatekeepers.
Man. Maybe you are more like a cat than you realize.
What does that mean?
Because you really seem like you amuse yourself with personifying your own immune system.
Yeah, dude. I do. It's just like a bunch of little guys and girls, They're just keeping the bad guys out. They're locked in arms. Red Rover, send the antihistamines over.
Well, unfortunately, with like a food allergy or like a bee allergy, like you can't really prevent. Like they always try to not let those ones in, but sometimes they get in, and that's when you need the antihistamines. Well, I don't know. I think at that point your body might go into shock if you have a severe enough allergy to bee or food allergies. That's what they were saying, that you need like to have an Epi-Pen.
Okay. I gotcha.
That's why the Epi-Pen exists.
Yep. It's got to pierce through your skinman and go right into your system to stop the reaction from occurring.
Yeah, well, sorry to interrupt your
roof
of the earth-esque metaphor
fine.
For your own immune system, but
it's everyone's immune system.
No, just yours. No, yours is the only one that do that.
You're the only one in the entire human race that does that. It does do it, though. It's fine. It's just, yours is the only one. It's because you're a little special boy.
It's not a bad thing. It's just special. It's just unique.
Yeah. We're pretty unique here. I mean, I'd say this is some unique content. Some unique plagiarized content.
Well, the news articles and the Wikipedia articles, that's just the catalyst for our own, satiating our own questions, and then we're, summarizing things as we go along.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you ever hear that you can treat like seasonal allergies like hay fever with eating local honey? I've heard that it helps, and I've also heard it's total fucking bullshit.
Can you eat local honey?
About to eat that local honey. Oh my! What are you, fucking Winnie the Pooh, spelling it Hunny?
Yeah, I'm gonna go spell it correctly.
Oh bother!
I was totally thinking of Winnie the Pooh when I typed that. Can you eat local honey to counteract?
Yeah.
What would it be?
No, you're already this far in. Just finish it out. Allergies.
Yeah. Can you eat local honey to counteract allergies? Yeah. Will honey relieve my seasonal allergies?
It's on the acaa.org.
Yeah. Studies have shown allergy shots are very effective for decreasing seasonal allergy symptoms. Local unprocessed honey does contain small amounts of pollen from the environment. There's no specific proof that eating local honey will... What?
No scientific proof.
Oh, no scientific proof that eating local honey will improve seasonal allergies. So it's a hoax that all the local honey peddlers put on the internet so that we would all go buy their honey during this season when the supply is healthy.
That's on acaa.org. Let's see if WebMD has anything. Oh, wait, there was also...
If the real doctors have anything to say about this. Wow. They are advertising Zyrtec, so you know that they're legitimate.
Theory versus practice. The idea that honey can prevent allergies is based on a concept called immunotherapy. Sound like some new agey liberal cuck bullshit.
Yep. People wearing ponchos, like making a medical analysis.
The theory makes sense, but there are problems. It boils down to this, says allergist Nita Ogden, MD. You get a tiny amount of the thing you're allergic to, which can make you less sensitive to it. Over time, and with bigger doses, your body builds up immunity to the allergen. It's the same idea behind allergy shots. Some people think eating local honey works the same way because it contains pollen. One issue with that theory is there's no way to know exactly what's in your honey. With immunotherapy, we isolate the exact allergen patients are allergic to. Okay. Ogden says. So you're basically like taking like a concentrated version of what you're allergic to and using it as like an immunization. Whereas eating honey, it's like you're only getting a tiny bit of like the pollen content that you're specifically allergic to, if any.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to know.
Yeah, you don't know what you're... So honey, there's no way to know what you're putting in your mouth.
I mean, you don't know on a molecular level. You know that it's honey, and you know that it might be local to a 100-yard radius or 100-mile radius from where you are.
Yeah.
So that means like next to nothing because you don't know how much of the, what you're allergic to is in there. So it's basically just taking a gamble. You can try, but it's probably not going to do shit.
So yeah, if you're going to the grocery store, your local grocery store, and you're picking up the honey that's in the little bear, you're probably you're thinking that that's going to help your allergies. You're probably not going to.
That's definitely not because it's not
do anything. So
that's
regular
not
honey, no chance.
No, yeah,
and then local honey.
Probably no
not
chance.
A chance.
Yeah.
But I mean, it tastes good, and
I'm glad that the new agey bullshit is just immediately stomped. Nope, no scientific way to know if that will help anyone at all. So, because it says it's based on a concept called immunotherapy.
Yeah, And you don't even know. I mean, like, the people that think that might work on them, it could just be, like, a placebo effect.
It honestly just sounds like something that, like, a stupid-ass hippie came with, like,
honey peddler.
You know what might help? Like, if you eat this, it came from the earth. Like, if you're allergic to this part of the earth, then you eat
then
this
you
honey.
better stay away from that part of the earth, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
And then they're segregating areas of the earth so that people can't go on them based on their allergies.
I highly doubt that that's how it works, but...
Yeah, you're right. They seem like pretty nice people.
I don't think
I don't think it works that way.
I don't think you can contain any specific allergies. I think it's just everything's in the air. The same stuff's in the air in every place, you know?
Yeah.
Like pollen and ragweed and shit and animal dander, dust mites, you know, all that. That's all.
We all deal with allergens on a daily basis.
Fuck allergens.
Yeah. I wonder what will happen if I type in fuck allergens.
I'm just glad that
that was...
I'm just really glad that I don't have food allergies because, you know, because that can be deadly if you, like, don't realize you're eating something that has, like, peanuts in it, or if you're allergic to, like, flour or whatever it is.
Yeah. I think, what kind of allergy do you think would be the worst kind? Like, of...
I honestly think that, like, having celiac would be really bad, you know, when you can't have gluten.
Oh, yeah.
Because, oh, man.
Gluten stuff is so expensive.
You mean gluten-free
Or
stuff?
gluten-free stuff, yeah.
Well, not only that, it tastes like fucking garbage. There's nothing gluten-free that tastes good, unless it's already gluten-free naturally.
I think, like, gluten-free, like, pizza crust is not too bad.
It's not as good as having regular pizza.
Oh, not even close.
And I used to
not
eat...
even close.
I used to eat some gluten-free stuff just so I didn't have as many, like whatever type of carbs that, you know, that are, like, really not, you know, not healthy for you. Just, like, trying to cut out a lot of carbs and a lot of gluten from my diet. And all the bread and stuff, it just fucking sucks. Like, it's crumbly. Like, none of the gluten-free stuff, like, you know, holds together. Just fucking sucks.
It does. People also ask which carbs are bad. Oh, man. All of the starchy vegetables, pasta, cereal, beer, sweetened yogurt, juice. Man. Bread and grains.
Did you not know that?
Some fruits. Wow. You gotta limit your fruit? If you don't want too many, if you're on a low carb diet?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought we thought fruit was good for you.
Not really. It has a lot of sugar, too. I mean, that's why drinking juice is, like, the worst thing you could ever put in your body. It's, like, as bad as soda. It's just fucking loaded with sugar.
Well, juice I know is not good for you, especially because it has a lot of sugar added to it, too.
Yeah.
But, like, I would think that fruit would be fine. I guess not.
In some ways, it is good for you, but it's not, like... It's not good like, if you think you can just eat a bunch of fruit all day and that be your diet, like, that's not really healthy either.
That's true.
But it says they've been linked, fruits and vegetable has consistently been linked to a lower risk of cancer and heart disease. So, I mean, that's, like, a good benefit, but that you don't want to just limit your diet to just that and think that you're still going to be healthy.
No. You definitely can't only eat fruit.
Plus, I don't like fruit anyways. I never eat fruit.
Do you like fruit candy though, or like
no?
Like gummies,
I don't even
like
I don't
Gushers
even no. I don't even like candy really. Like, gummy stuff is okay, but I generally never eat candy. And if I do, it's probably chocolate.
Juji fruits are so good, but that's like that candy that I think nobody likes except for like me. Like,
that's a whack candy. But the worst one is Good and Plenty's.
Oh, Good and Plenty's are gross.
I recently saw a 5-pound bag of Good and Plenty's.
Who's buying those?
I know. And just seeing that, like, that quantity, it's just like, oh, like this, like, oh my God. Why?
The fact that product needs to exist, like a quantity that large of Good and Plenty's,
means there's still a bunch of old boomer pieces of shit out there that eat that garbage.
I mean, it's just black licorice flavored pills. Like they're like pill shaped.
Yeah.
Black licorice.
They're purple and white and black and like fuck off that shit.
What's the flavor of black licorice?
Anise.
Anise. Yeah, anise. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Pretty sure it's pronounced anise.
Like anise?
No, like anise. It's A-N-I-S-E.
Anise? Or aniseed is a flowering plant in the family. I don't know if this is what we're talking about. Is it?
Yeah, anise right there.
Yeah, it's a flowering plant in the family Apiaceae. What does that say? Apache?
I don't know. It's like a Latin thing. Apiaceae.
Apiaceae, native to eastern Mediterranean region in Southwest Asia. It's flavored, has similarities with some other spices such as star anise, fennel, and licorice. Yeah. Yeah, so anise is the black licorice flavor. So wait, is licorice flavored? Or is it just like, I always thought it was just like strawberry, like the red rope strawberry flavored licorice.
Oh, well,
or cherry.
Oh, I thought you were asking about black licorice.
I was, but like this is talking, it says like there's other spices that are similar to anise that are star anise, fennel, and licorice. And I guess so is licorice a different, like a spice? Like what does licorice, I mean, where does licorice come from?
I thought licorice was from anise.
It is?
I thought
even the red rope kind. I don't know if I.
Well, no, I don't think I don't think that type of like licorice. That's just a general name for the like type of candy. That's not. But because red licorice, it doesn't have that flavor at all.
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
just
talking
strawberry,
about.
You know.
Yeah.
So I don't think that has it. Like I don't think licorice, the term, has anything to do with like red licorice.
Is red licorice? I need to know real quick. Is red licorice made from anise? Red licorice isn't really licorice at all.
That's what I was saying, except in name.
It's just a red candy, which can be made with many different flavorings, including strawberry, cherry, raspberry, and cinnamon. Despite similarities in taste, licorice is not related to anise or fennel. Red licorice is the fucking imposter.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's only called licorice because it's like a generalized term that got like adapted over the years.
So Twizzlers,
we gotta see what's.
They're liars.
It's well, hopefully Boston.com isn't a Oh, okay, definitely.
You
not.
Want to see?
Definitely not a specific news source, but it says, yeah, it can be made with. Okay, you already read that. Licorice is not related to anise or fennel. American, Chinese, and European varieties of the licorice plant are all slightly different but have many similarities. Each variety is a legume. Each produces a compound in its roots called anethol, which gives black licorice its distinctive flavor. So that's anethol that makes it taste like shit.
Dude, black licorice is alright.
No.
Especially the black licorice flavored juji fruits.
Definitely not. Each also produces a compound called glycyrrhizin.
It's called fuck.
A substance that is 30 to 50 times sweeter than sugar. Glycyrrhizin can have a negative physiological effect, including raising blood pressure and causing water retention. So it's a good idea to exercise some care in eating licorice, especially people with heart problems who might want to consider having a chat with the doctor if they eat a lot of it. So whoever's buying that fucking 5-pound bag of good and plenty's like, yeah, they might be fucking up.
Yeah, it's they might end up with heart problems. So I think that we need to outlaw bags of big and plenties that are good, bags of good and plenties that are that big.
Yeah. So it's anethol. It sounds like that's the connecting factor that gives all that stuff its flavor.
I wonder if you can be allergic to anethol. Probably. You can be allergic to anything. As long as your men don't want to let it in. You can be allergic to anything.
You should search, can you be allergic to anything?
Yeah.
Like,
we'll bring it back around. We'll see. That's a good question. Because
you've heard people make the joke of like, oh, I'm allergic to homework.
I'm allergic to girls.
I'm allergic to vegetables, Mom. I hate peas.
I'll take some of the green beans though. Can you be allergic to anything? When you're allergic to something, this is just telling us what allergies are.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, people also ask, what can you be allergic to? It's giving us the same answers.
Yeah, we also never mentioned you can be allergic to, like, latex. So that's another, like, classic joke of, like, guys, like, try to get out of wearing a condom. Like, oh, I'm allergic to latex.
Yeah, it's gonna make my penis shrivel up and curl in on itself.
My dick's gonna fly off my body if I put this condom on.
If I put the condom on and then bang you, my dick's gonna fall off inside you.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Maybe you should have searched, can you be allergic to everything?
Oh. I'm pretty sure if you were allergic to everything, you would immediately die. Oh man.
The progressive condition for which there is no known cure makes Watkins severely allergic to almost everything. Whoa.
Well, this is an actual person.
Yeah, this is like a study.
Including her husband?
She's allergic to her husband.
Wow.
No suck jobs for you.
Yeah, my head will blow up big like a balloon.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Suffers from a particularly brutal strain of mast cell activation syndrome, a rare immunological condition in which the body overproduces the chemicals responsible for controlling allergic reactions. Oh, man.
Too many men.
Yeah, Ryan, sure. That helps you follow this concept, then yes.
Yep.
The symptoms the symptoms and triggers vary by patient, but range from typical allergic reactions to more serious and debilitating responses, such as anaphylactic shock. Oh man, that fucking sucks.
What would you even be able to do? It's like, what are you eating through like what is a what is that bag they put on you and feed you it through your stomach so you don't have to touch anything?
A feeding tube?
Feeding tube, or like, and then you have like the bag that you like gets hooked to your stomach so you don't have to poop. It just sucks out the poo.
Yeah, colostomy
bag. I don't. You're just in a bubble, and then you have one of those siphoning in food because you can't get out of it because you're allergic to everything. What kind of life is this?
Man, you just took it in such a dark place.
It is dark. This is sad. The husband and wife are unable to see each other, not even to trade a simple hug. If Watkins is triggered by an allergy, she can go into anaphylactic shock and has already been hospitalized numerous times.
This is like the movie Bubble Boy, because it says she was in a bedroom fitted with an airlock and HEPA filters.
Wow. Maybe this is where the idea of Bubble Boy came from. I feel like this was probably after that movie came out, though.
Probably. You could see when the article was written.
Yeah. What came first? The article or Bubble Boy?
Oh, it's only from 2016.
Oh, that Bubble Boy, that was way before then.
But
Adam Sandler classic.
I guess if you wanted to answer the last question we had, it would be like complete list of allergy or like complete list of allergies.
Complete list of allergies.
If it's like thousands and thousands, then it's like, well, I guess you can be allergic to almost anything. Because you got food, drug,
this is just types. So I think it could be anything.
Latex.
Insect, food, drug, latex, mold, pet, pollen. So would that mean that nobody's allergic to something, let's say, like wood?
Yeah, or like stainless steel or like rubber. Well, technically latex is rubber.
Like rocks, like gravel. Like those are things that you can't be allergic to.
You can't be allergic to homework. You can't be
no,
allergic.
Jimmy walked onto the blacktop and then he melted. He was allergic to blacktop.
You can't be allergic to your girlfriend, or you can't be allergic to...
Except unless you're that woman from Minnesota.
Yeah, but she had a specific rare like disorder.
Yep. So yeah, you're not allergic to your friends. So after this COVID-19 crisis is done with, go ahead and give your friend a hug.
Yeah, why not? Hug them anyways. As long as you both you're both not sick, then that should be fine.
Jacob, social distancing.
Fuck social distancing. No, it's probably for the best, but...
Yeah, in fact, this might have all be over with.
my God.
In fact, this might all be over with.
I doubt, by
the time this podcast comes out.
Now, like you said in the last time we recorded, I doubt it's going to have blown over in 2 weeks. I really doubt it.
Okay.
Apparently, we haven't even gotten to the worst of it yet, like based on how long it took, like China to start going back the other way.
Dang.
Yeah, so it might be another month or two before it even like starts turning around.
That's gonna be very bad for the state of our economy. Here on NPR radio.
Ugh.
I like NPR. They're okay. Well, mostly Radiolab.
I was just groaning at the fact of like thinking of us even trying to do anything serious like that. I mean, but we learned some serious facts about allergies today, so
that's true.
Yeah,
I know more than I did coming in.
Me too.
I'm ready to battle this spring season.
Yep.
Through the summer. Into the winter.
Hopefully everyone will be here along with us for the ride through the next spring
rest
season,
of your lives.
Summer. Yeah, the rest of 2020 and years to come. And tell your friends. Please
tell your friends.
And other than that, just leave us a comment on Facebook or YouTube and say hi. And until next time,
This has been Jacob and Ryan.
Yeah, it has.
From the People Also Search podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.